Hello, welcome to the third video in our MQTT series. In this video, we're going to use the downloadable free MQTT client called MQTT.fx to connect to the Starfish developer platform and subscribe to data from our temperature sensor. To download a copy of MQTT.fx, navigate to the URL MQTT.fx.jensd.de. MQTT.fx was written and is maintained by Jens Dieters as freeware. You can download and install versions of the MQTT.fx client for Windows, Mac, and Debian Linux. I'm using the Windows version. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to create a connection profile that represents our connection to the MQTT broker in Starfish. The first thing I'm going to do is enter the broker address to point to the Starfish broker. Recall from the previous video that is api.mqtt-staging.developer.ssni.com. Also, I'm going to set the broker port to 8883, which is the port number we use in Starfish. Next, I'm going to enter any string for the username. Recall that that doesn't really matter because what does matter is the password we're going to enter, which is I'm going to go to the Starfish Studio and copy an authorization token. That's what I'm going to paste here in the password. Next, I'm going to go to SSL TLS and just click Enable SSL TLS Security. Then I'm just going to say OK, and now that is the connection that appears here in the window. And if I ever want to change those settings, I can simply click on the gear icon to bring that dialog back up. Now I'm going to connect using the Connect button, and see here that with the padlock we have a secure connection, and with green we are actually connected to the Starfish MQTT broker. The next thing I'm going to do is click Subscribe, and then I'm going to enter my topic name over here to indicate what data I want to receive from Starfish. If we recall from the previous video, the topic name begins with the tenant ID. I'm going to paste my authorization token in jwt.io and extract my tenant ID from the decoded window. Now I'm going to use that tenant ID to subscribe to a topic. I'll do that by clicking subscribe and pasting the tenant ID. Then I'm going to say /alert/plus, where the first plus indicates a wildcard representing all my devices in my tenant, and then another slash and a plus, where this plus represents all the sensor data from those devices. In my case, I only have a Milli HDK, and I only have a temperature sensor reporting data through that HDK. The next thing I want to do is actually start receiving data. To do that, I'm going to go ahead and click the subscribe button. Then I'm going to change the color to green because I like green. And every minute now, my temperature sensor will send a new observation of a new temperature value to Starfish, which will be published via MQTT. And then this software subscription in MQTT.fx will capture that data. So there we see our first observation that was published via the Starfish MQTT broker. And you can see here the temperature reading from my sensor is 69.8 degrees Fahrenheit. Another thing I like to do is click on notifications and enable notifications. This will cause a little window to pop up on your desktop when you receive a new observation from MQTT. And there we see the next observation as well as the notification window at the lower right of the screen. When I'm done receiving new observations, I simply click Disconnect. The next time I open the software, this Starfish developer platform connection will still be active, and all I need to do is click on the gear icon, click on user credentials, and paste in a current password representing a current JWT authorization token. Then I'll be able to reconnect and start receiving data again. This concludes our quick tour of the MQTT.fx client. In our next video, we'll look at the itron reference Java MQTT client and explore the source code and how you can extend that with additional functionality. Thanks for watching.